Buy now, pay later. You've probably seen them in every online store by now. Back in the day, we had good old trusty credit cards. We still do. Or layaway plans. Shout out to Kmart. But this new method offers incentives to both shoppers and merchants. So the question is it worth it? Let's find out. So first things first, what exactly is buy now, pay later? It's like a magical loan that's offered to customers right at the point of sale. So allowing them to make a purchase on credit without the need for a credit card. So how cool is that? Wide range of popular BNPL options out there like ShopPay installments from Shopify, Affirm, Afterpay, Sezzle, PayPal, and Klarna. So let's break down into 5 simple steps how it actually works. So first, you shop as usual, filling up your cart with your favorite goodies. Next, during checkout, you'll be presented with the option to use BNPL alongside other payment choices like credit cards, debit cards, etc. Then it's just a soft credit check that kind of doesn't affect your credit score to ensure that you're eligible for the BNPL service. The BNPL vendor charges a fee to the retailer. But wait, there's no interest charged to you, the customer. Instead, the fee is covered by the retailer or the merchant. So finally, you get to pay off the balance over time, with some vendors offering interest-free payments if you clear the debt quickly. The faster you pay, the less total interest that you owe, just like traditionally using a regular credit card. So again, the actual fee goes to the Shopify store merchant, not the customer. Now let's talk about the perks of using BNPL for you, the customer first. So first off, you don't need a credit card to enjoy these benefits. It's like having all the advantages of a credit card without the hefty commitment. Plus you get the flexibility in your payment options. You can pay in full, combine it with other payment methods like an actual debit card. Now here's the best part. Many of these services offer interest-free payments if you clear your balance very shortly. So say goodbye to those pesky credit card interest rates. And guess what? Soft credit card checks don't impact your credit score. So there's no need to worry about your financial reputation there. So for the customer side of things, it's very, very good because they get all those incentives. And again, the only, I guess, downside is that the merchant, the Shopify merchant, is the one who gets that fee. So let's talk about some of the top players. So first we have ShopPay Installments. This is Shopify's very own BNPL service that lets you pay in 4 interest-free installments or monthly payments for up to 12 months. It's all about the convenience and ease at the checkout. To me, this is probably one of my favorite ones. Again, just because it's built in within Shopify payments, it's built in within ShopPay, and it's just a continuation, right, of you just using exclusively Shopify products. Next, we have Affirm. This is a well-known one. This is offered by big retailers like Amazon and Target, and it's got a smart credit limit tool, so it keeps you in control of your spending. And also don't forget Afterpay. So Afterpay offers interest-free short-term loans for those spur-of-the-moment purchases. Other players like Sezzle, PayPal, Klarna also bring the unique offerings to the BNPL table with options galore. I mean, finding the perfect fit, it has to fit your shopping style, but really all of these options are great. But again, for me, I tend to gravitate towards Shopify products, but offering something like Affirm, which is already available on Amazon, so anything that really is available on Amazon, it's something that I would also consider on my own store, because shoppers 99% of the time are going to be shopping on Amazon as well. So if they already are using Affirm through Amazon, then I want them also to have the option right inside of my store to be able to sort of connect those two and use them together. Now that you may be super against buy now, pay later options, or you may not like the actual percentage rates that you're getting. So some other alternatives could be, actual customer loyalty programs to incentivize people really to gather up points so that they can use those points to make some purchases. So you're not necessarily doing it alone, or it's kind of like giving them a little bit of credit, right, when you do a loyalty program. So I think loyalty programs technically are in essence a little bit of a credit, right, for them. So that could be a different option if you don't want to offer the BNPL options. And now again, I mean, for the retailer, having all these payment options is going to be a game changer because it's going to attract more customers and it's going to boost conversions for you. So if you're using Shopify, I would definitely consider, actually, if you're using Shopify payments, I would consider ShopPay Installments, which is going to be a win-win for both you and the shoppers. Now, if you're interested in ShopPay installments, which is probably the one that I would recommend if you are in the US and you're using already Shopify payments and ShopPay, then this is the one that I would recommend. You, again, have to be in the United States. You have to be selling in USD. And there's just a few requirements. You have to have Shopify payments enabled, and you have to have ShopPay enabled as well. Also, if you didn't know, Shopify, the pay installments are also done technically by Affirm. So they're under that umbrella of products. And there's gonna be just a few things that could make your, I guess, payments be suspended, if you will. A few things like if your store is under like a password, if you change your primary currency, if your primary language on your store is not English, if your store doesn't have an actual online URL. So there's a few things in here, then I'll put these in the description down below, just so you know some of the eligibility and some of the requirements to have ShopPay installments on your store. Now, in order to enable it, again, once you meet those requirements, you've been selling, you can just go to settings, you go to payments, and then right within here, Shopify payments, you'll click on manage. And for this particular store, we don't have it available per se, but you'll see right here under ShopPay, you'll see the option to enable it right within here. Now, one of the great things about using ShopPay installments is that your customers will be able to have an interest-free for payments for orders from $50 all the way up to $9.99.99. And then after that, they also have a different option to do the APR percentages from 10 to 36%, again, depending on the customer's eligibility and what they have available as far as like the soft credit check, if you will. There's also a premium installments option available as well, but that's also just for eligible merchants. And for you to be able to be eligible, obviously you have to have all the requirements for the regular installments and then some on top of that, which again, I'll put some of the details down below. But again, to me, I think Shopify Pay Installments is going to be the simplest option, the one that's actually integrated within Shopify. And if you ask me, is it worth it? I would say absolutely. And it's also important that you make sure that right there within the product page that you're showcasing that you have the ShopPay installment available. And that's usually done automatically by Shopify. As long as you enable it, they will enable it right underneath the add to back button on your product page. Now, if you're still looking for other ways to improve your product page and increase conversions, obviously buy now, pay later is great. But we also have this video right here where we go a little bit more in depth on all the elements that you need to have on your product page to make sure that it's high converting and it's very good for the user to experience. So check that out.